Hey folks, Jim from Salvinos J R Models, and I have for you, I'm a little late on them, but I have from last month, I have the Busch Cheddars. Let me turn that so we don't have too much of a reflection. There we go. The Busch Cheddars number 8 and the Dillon number 3 Bass Pro Shop. Let's take a look and see what's inside of those boxes. Okay, here we go. Let's start off with the Busch Cheddar's car. See what's inside. I expect to see there's going to be a black Camaro body in there. I am not surprised. There is that nice shiny black Camaro body. You guys are familiar with this. You've probably done a couple others with that. It looks good. I'm turning to my left to look at my monitor, and I can see it looks cool. All right, of course, round squishy things are both round and squishy. I will open this up and take a look at it when we go through the Dillon. All the parts are in there, and there's the hood, the dashboard. Somebody was asking me, where does the electronics panel go? You see that little notch right there where you can see through? That's where the little tab that's on the back of here sits into that little notch. And the bottom of this that's got the little curve, that sits right up against the prop shaft tunnel. So there is our clear tree. Nothing surprising there. Our big sheet O decals. And let me get the box out of the way. I really like, and I've heard guys are saying they really like too, how Clay is given the full sheet on the decal placement, so you know what goes where. Well, since it fell out, there is the black sheet for all of the Camaros. It's all the same. You should be used to those by now. Now let's take a look and see the decal sheet that comes with that. Oh, that's nice. Oh, Clay, that looks really pretty. Yeah, Clay Kemp always does such a great job on these things. And then Cartograph they take Clay's great work, and then they just turn them into something stunning. So there you go with a great sheet of the Cheddar decals. Hold this. I'm just going to put it down to keep my fingers from shaking. Okay, so here we are with the Dillon 2024 Chevy Camaro ZL1. Now, I am not sure what color this is going to be inside there, so let's open it up. Another black one. Okay, round and squishy, squishy. And the black body looks just like the black body for the, actually, you know what? It looks a little... Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's just my light, but it looks like there's a little tinge of brown in there. Very cool. I'll have to check that out in better light. So I threatened to open up this bag so we could see what's inside there. Wasn't any sense in opening it up for both of them, was there? So here we go. All right, there's our first black tree with the wheels, the rear wheel wells, the radiator, which I'm particularly proud of that radiator. The detail came out really nice, and you don't see it because it's hidden inside the radiator cover. But you know what? Just like most of your kits, you're going to build them with the hoods closed. You're never going to see the engines anyway. So anyway, there's that tree, the black tree. And there is your under tray and your seat and the intakes for the and surround for that aforementioned radiator. Hey, now if you get one where these are a little bit warped, which happens because it's a large piece and it's thin, so it'll have a tendency to warp. But that's not a problem. All you have to do is just tweak it, bend it back to where it wants to be. This is high impact styrene. It's not like what you've got in other models. It's different. You can twist it, bend it back, and it'll go to place. If you should happen to twist it too hard and screw it up, then email Doug at salvino.us and he'll work you out with that. You don't need heat. You don't need to put it in an oven. You don't need to put it into bondage under vices or anything. You just tweak it. And Rick has taken some of the worst ones and in about 30 seconds had them right back where they need to be. It's not that big a deal on these things, guys. It's a different plastic than you're used to. Okay, so here's some of the white stuff. Okay, those look good. Let me give you a little tip. These little tips on this triangular piece, trim them off. Take about 10 thousandths off of each side, and what they will do is they will allow those pieces to fit. Where's the piece? When no, that's the front. Yeah, these are the rear. Okay, those little pieces fit into these little triangles right there. And if you will trim the tips off, it will allow these side pieces to fit parallel as they need to. It'll make your life easier. It'll make this fit. Glue this on first to the back. That will also make your life a little easier. Glue that on, assemble these, and then glue this to this, and it'll make your life a lot easier. Let's see. Before I throw that in there, is it on the firewall? There's a little place in here on the firewall, the front firewall, and in the bottom in here. When you go to put those together, you'll see that they don't want to quite fit right. That's because the factory added a little bit of draft in the molds. And if you just do a little bit of trimming, that will fit right where it needs to. Do not use super glue on these kits. You want to use either a solvent or the tube type glue that actually dissolves the plastic. And once you get that, you got to make sure that the roll cage area is nice and snug and tight. Once you do that, you're good. You're in good shape. Another thing we get asked at this part right here, you don't use it. That was a part of the original designs, and we eliminated other parts of the exhaust, made them one single piece on each side, and this didn't get blocked off. So don't worry about that. Just ignore it. So that's there. I showed you the white ones. And here's the other remnant of the engine tree. These all came out really cool. And that silver, yeah, you know what? You guys can paint them if you want to. If you don't want to, you don't have to. But you know what? A little bit of that Tamiya panel liner in these things is just going to make them stand out really cool. So let's take a look. Oh, there's the hood. Yeah, I need to get this over in a different light so I can see that. It looks like it's got a little tinge of brown in it. So, which is kind of cool. All right, the glass tree. We looked at the glass tree before. Glass tree looks good. All right, there's our instruction sheet. See, right there, tools needed. It tells you what the tools are you're going to need. It tells you some of the colors you're going to need, color codes that are on there. Definitely use the tube type glues or the solvent. Don't use super glue. Styrene models were made for styrene glue, not super glue. So there's that nice large decal placement by number. So those go on. I asked Clay Kemp because somebody had asked me about numbering the decals in the way that you would put them on as you build the kits. And he said different guys have different ways they like to build them. He does it different. Some of them he does try to number, but others it's really up to personal preference, guys. So there is that camo, that nice bass. Boy, that's a nice bass. Anyway, the day glow looks beautiful. Clay, once again, golf clap for Clay and cartograph. So there we go. There we go with the decal sheet for that. We saw the Kyle Busch Cheddar and the beautiful decal sheet on there. And yeah, those are available right now. And you may even be looking at this while you're checking out the models on the Salvinos J R Models.com store. Yes, I said that right, on the Salvinos J R Models.com store. Marco is now adding these videos, these unboxing videos, onto our store. So when you shop for the kits, you can also check out the videos on them to see what's inside. So anyway, we got plenty more. I should have a couple more models coming in this week for April. I'm a little bit behind. These are the March kits, but I'll have the April kits coming in pretty soon. I already did the one, the Tim Richmond, the kit of the month, and so those are in the rolls. Do you know that we have a model builders club? It's the Salvinos J R Models Builders Club, where you can go into the web store, you can log in, you can join the builders club. Pardon the itch. There is no cost to join. You just join it. We like for people to stay in for about a year, but there's no obligation. If you need to join in for one kit, well, that's up to you. But you can go to the web store, you can log in, you can set up your own account, you can keep your credit card in there. Should you have any problems with your credit card, you can change numbers, dates, anything you not want to on your account. You can also buy what we call add-ons. They're the other kits that we have available. You will always get that kit of the month, but if you want to add an additional kit, you can add an additional kit. You'll get the customary club discount. Oh yeah, we charge less to the club members than we do on regular retail. And for any extra kits you add on to your club purchase for that month, you get free shipping. You also get some extra decals as a club member. You'll get a sticker of the month. We've got neat stuff in the club. Plus, we have a special Tuesday night Facebook club meeting just for members of the club, where you find out what's new coming on, what's new coming up in the next month, or even down the line. We've announced some new licenses that we're going to have, new kits that we're going to do. So it's really cool. Plus, you'll get usually somewhere around 400 new buddies that are scattered all over the world now. We're not just U.S. and Canada. We now have members in Europe, got some members in Australia. I think we got somebody in South America. I know we've got Puerto Rico. So we're all over the place. So check out the Salvinos J R Models Builders Club. It's a really cool deal. So anyway, thank you. Rick Salvino and myself are very proud and privileged to be able to make these kits for you. We're glad you're buying them. You're part of the club. You're just part of the general Salvinos, I don't want to say fan base. I'm not that arrogant. But we're glad you'll buy our kits. And if it weren't for you guys, we couldn't do what we're enjoying doing. So thanks for watching. Thanks for buying our stuff. And where's my buttons? Stephanie, you got your dancing shoes on?